She smiled when she said it. "We're better off as friends." Her tone was light, practiced, like she'd rehearsed it in the mirror. The cafe around us hummed with easy laughter, spoons clinking, the smell of roasted coffee, but I couldn't hear any of it. I just watched her fingers play with the straw, avoiding my eyes. It wasn't the first goodbye I'd ever heard, but it was the cleanest cut I'd ever felt. I nodded, not because I agreed, but because I wanted her to think I did. There's power in pretending you've accepted loss. She hugged me briefly before leaving, a friendly, guilt-softened touch. Her perfume lingered after she walked out. So did the image of her smile, calm, almost triumphant. I remembered thinking, fine, let's be friends, but let's see what that really means. I met Emily at a photography workshop in Lisbon 3 years ago. She was the kind of person who looked like sunlight, all laughter, spontaneity, and little gestures that made you feel chosen. We traveled together after that. Old cities, long drives, cheap hotels where laughter filled the silence before sleep. She said I made her feel grounded. I told her she made me feel alive. When she moved to my city, I thought it meant something. We built something that looked like love. Weekend breakfasts, playlists, plans for next summer. She'd steal my shirts, fill my apartment with her camera gear and half-drunk lattes. It was messy, real, beautiful, until it wasn't. It started small. Missed calls, short replies, the way her phone always stayed face down. When I'd ask, she'd smile. "You're overthinking again." One night, after she fell asleep, her phone buzzed. A message lit up. Last night was worth every risk. The name was saved under Evan, client. I didn't confront her. I watched. For weeks. The dinner cancellations, the late shoots, the way her tone changed when she said my name. By the time I saw the photos of her and Evan at the lakeside, her hand on his cheek, his arm around her, the anger was cold, pure, precise. I deleted the screenshots, not because I forgave her, but because I didn't need proof anymore. The truth was already carved into me. She wanted to stay friends. I smiled, agreed, and started planning. See, friendship is just another form of access. You still get the trust, the updates, the glimpses. You just use them differently. She still followed me on social media, still texted now and then, "Hope you're doing okay." I responded with polite distance, never bitterness. That's what unsettles people the most, when you don't play the wounded role they expect. Meanwhile, I started rearranging my life. New gym, new haircut, a quiet glow-up, not the flashy kind, the slow burn kind. I booked a solo trip to Santorini, the same place we once said we'd visit one day. I remembered the balcony she'd shown me on Pinterest, the one she said she wanted to wake up to with me. I booked that exact villa. And when I got there, I didn't wake up alone. Her name was Alina, a travel journalist I met by chance at the airport bar. Sharp eyes, warm laugh, steady energy. No drama, just ease. She wasn't part of my revenge. Not at first. But she became the symbol of it. Proof that healing can look like living well. We took photos. Simple, unposed, real. Sunrise breakfasts, sand on our feet. My arm around her shoulders as she leaned into me, smiling at the sea. I didn't tag her. I didn't brag. I just posted them quietly. No captions, no explanations. 2 hours later, my phone started buzzing. Emily liked the first one, then the second. Then she stopped. By nightfall, she had viewed every story, twice. And the next morning, she texted, "Hey, Santorini? Looks beautiful. You went alone?" I replied, "Not really." She left me on red for 6 hours. Then posted a throwback of her own. A photo of her and Evan, forced laughter under perfect lighting. I recognized the timing, the insecurity disguised as nonchalance. And I smiled. 2 weeks later, she invited me for coffee. "Just catching up," she said. I almost didn't go. But I wanted to see it, the shift in her eyes when she realized what she'd lost. When I arrived, she was already there, dressed carefully, pretending it was casual. Her first words, "You look happy." "I am," I said, and I meant it. She hesitated, stirred her drink, searching for something to say. "I saw your photos. I didn't know you were seeing someone." I leaned back, studying her. "You said we're better off as friends, remember? I'm just being a good friend, letting you know I'm okay." She laughed softly, but her eyes faltered. "It's weird, you know, seeing you move on so fast." I tilted my head. "We're friends, Emily. Friends want each other to be happy." She didn't reply. Instead, she looked down, chewing her lip, the same nervous tick she had when she lied. I could almost see the realization crawling through her, that she wasn't the one who decided the ending anymore. She thought she ended the story when she walked away. She didn't. I did. When I stood to leave, she reached out. "Wait," her voice cracked slightly. "Do you ever think about us?" I smiled gently. "Sometimes. Mostly when I'm somewhere beautiful. Then I remember, you're not there." And I walked out. That night, I sat on the balcony again. Santorini sun gone, ocean turning silver under moonlight. My phone buzzed with another message from her. I didn't open it. Some stories don't need sequels. She wanted to stay friends, and maybe, in her mind, friendship meant I'd wait quietly, orbiting her world while she decided who deserved her attention. But I'd rewritten that script. I didn't destroy her. I didn't expose her. I simply lived well, without her shadow in my frame. Sometimes revenge doesn't need fire. Sometimes it's just peace, seen from the other side of the lens. So yes, we're better off as friends. But the truth is simple. She taught me how easily love can be replaced, and I taught her how easily she could be.